Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to learn future tense. Like present tense, past tense, even in the future tense also four aspects are there. Simple future, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous tense. In today's class, we will observe these four forms: structure, affirmative form, negative form and interrogative form and its uses. These are the words we will observe in today's class. First, simple future tense. Simple future tense structure is subject, shall or will as be form plus verb first form plus object. Here I, we. To these first subjects we have to use the shall. To he, she, it, they. To these second person subjects, to the third person subjects, we have to use the will. Again, I am repeating. I, we. To this first person subjects, we have to use the shall in future tense. To he, she, it, they. To these second person and third person subjects, we have to use the will. In some occasions, we can use will even for the I, we, the first person subjects also. Suppose if you are taking the instant decisions to describe that actions, we will use the will for I and we, this first person subjects. Now, we will observe the structure of the simple future tense with the help of one example sentence. I shall complete the work. In this one, I is the subject, shall is the be form. Complete is the verb first form, the work is the object. Now we will change this affirmative form into negative form. I shall complete the work. To this affirmative form, negative form is I shall not complete the work. Now to this affirmative form, we will write the interrogative form. Shall I complete the work? I shall complete the work. To this work, interrogative form is shall I complete the work? In our previous class, I already told you to change the affirmative form into interrogative form. First, you have to write the be form. Next, the subject will go. Shall is the be form. The subject I will go next. Shall I complete the work? This is the interrogative form of the simple future tense. Now, we will observe its uses. To describe an action which was happening in the future, at a specific time or at a particular time, we have to use the simple future tense. To describe an action which was happening in the future at a specific or at a particular time, we have to use the simple future tense. I shall complete the work. Here we can mention the specific time, that is tomorrow. We can mention even the time also. Suppose if you want to mention at 5 p.m. I shall complete the work at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Means here we are mentioning the specific time and also specific situation also we are mentioning. Specific time also we are mentioning. That's for to describe this kind of the actions which will happen in the future. To describe this kind of the action, we will use the simple future tense. Now, future continuous tense. Future continuous tense structure is subject, shall or will plus be plus verb ing form plus object. This is the structure of future continuous tense. I will explain this structure with the help of an example sentence. I shall be completing the work. Now, to this affirmative form, we will write the negative form. I shall be completing the work is the affirmative form. I shall not be completing the work. It is the negative form of this affirmative form. Now the same sentence we will change into interrogative form also. I already told you in our previous classes. First you have made the be form. The subject will go next. Shall I be completing the work? This is the interrogative form of this future continuous tense. Now we will go through its uses. To describe a progressive action in the future, which will happen at a particular time, at a specific time. A progressive action, to describe a progressive action in the future, we will use the future continuous tense. I shall be completing the work. We can mention the time also here, a specific time we can mention. That is at 5 p.m. tomorrow. I shall be completing the work. The progressive action you are describing which is going to be happen in the future at a specific time at 5 p.m. tomorrow. To describe this kind of the actions, we will use the future continuous tense. To describe the expected action that takes place in common course, in a regular course. To describe this kind of the expected actions also, we will use the future continuous tense. I will explain this one with the help of one example sentence. The chief guest will be arriving soon. This is the expected action that takes place in a common course. To describe this kind of the actions also, we can use the future continuous tense. The chief guest will be arriving soon. Okay, my dear students, now we will go through the future perfect tense and future perfect continuous tense. Future continuous tense. Future perfect tense. Future perfect tense structure is subject, shall or will as a be form plus verb, plus have plus verb third form plus object. I will explain this structure with the help of an example sentence. I shall have completed the work. I shall have completed the work. This is the example sentence for future perfect tense. Now we will change. Before that one, first we will observe the structure of this example sentence. Here the I is subject, shall is the be form, have, completed is the verb third form. Complete is the verb first form. Completed is the verb second form. Completed is the verb third form. In our previous class, I already told you what are the three forms of the verbs, and also I already sent you one PDF about the regular and irregular verbs. This is the regular verb. Complete, completed, completed. Next, the verb is the object. Now we will change this one into negative form. I shall not have completed the verb. I shall not have completed the verb. This is the negative form. The same sentence if you change in interrogative form, I already told you first subject B form will come, subject will go next. Shall I have completed the verb? First B form, the subject will go next. Shall I have completed the work is the interrogative form of the future perfect tense. Now, my dear students, we will go through its uses. The future perfect tense will be used to describe a finished action that will be happen before a particular time in the future. To describe a finished action that will be happen before a particular time in the future, before a specific time in the future, we have to use the future perfect tense. Here, I shall have completed the work before 5 p.m. tomorrow. Suppose if you write the sentence like this, I shall have completed the work before 5 p.m. tomorrow. You are mentioning that particular time. Before at what time the work will be finished, the work will be completed. To describe this kind of the situations, we have to use the future perfect tense. Now we will move to the future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense structure is subject, shall or will as the B form, plus have, plus be, plus verb ing form, plus object. I will explain you this structure with the help of an example sentence. This is the example sentence for this one. I shall have been completing the work. In this one, I is the subject, shall is the B form, have been plus completing is the verb ing form, the work is the object. Now we will change this one into negative form. I shall not have been completing the work. This is the negative form of future perfect continuous tense. Now we will go through the interrogative form. The same sentence we will change into interrogative. But I already told you first we have to write the B form. The subject will go next. Shall I have been completing the work? This is the interrogative form of future perfect continuous tense. Now we will go through its uses. The future perfect continuous tense we will use to describe an action that will have been going on in the future at a specific time, at a particular time. Here, I shall have been completing the work. Here you can write since morning. I shall have been completing the work since morning. In future, it has been completing. In future, it has been completing. Since morning, to describe the kind of the actions, we will use the future perfect continuous tense. Here, instead of the since, we can use even the for also. Suppose we use the for, it is the for 2 hours. I shall have been completing the work for 2 hours. It's not happening now, it will be happen in the future. It will have been happen in the future. To describe this kind of the actions, we have to use the future perfect continuous tense. Again I am repeating, I shall have been completing the work since morning. That will be happen in the future. I shall have been completing the work for 2 hours. Since it is the point of time, for we will use for the period of time. Okay, my dear students, I hope that you understand these 4 forms of the future tense. That is the simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous tense structures, negative forms and also interrogative forms and its uses. After the completion of this video, I will send one assignment to you, that worksheet to you that you complete. That is your today's homework.